Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're diving into a topic that doesn't get talked about enough: the hidden dangers of chronic undereating. And whether it's skipping meals, restricting calories, or overexercising without fueling enough, what might seem like a very small habit can actually have serious effects on your health, fertility, bones, brain, sleep, and even your mood. By the end of this video, you will understand why your body reacts this way, how your hormones are involved, and what you can do to start reversing the damage. And if at any point you feel like you need personalized guidance, my team and I are here to support you, so stay tuned for how to work with us or simply click on the link below. But so let's get started and talk about some general warning signs. Chronic undereating often presents with fatigue, constant fatigue, or just low energy. Waking up in the morning and not feeling refreshed, or maybe that energy slump at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock at night, or being completely done after 7 p.m. It can also look like feeling cold all the time, hair thinning or hair loss, dry skin, brittle nails, feeling dizzy or lightheaded, having brain fog, trouble concentrating, or also feeling always on the edge. These symptoms aren't just in your head, they are your body signaling that it's not getting enough energy to function properly. And while they may feel manageable at first, over time they can escalate into serious long-term health problems. So if you're watching this video, you have been dealing with missing periods, and you may know that one of the most concerning effects of undereating is its impact on fertility. Your body does require sufficient energy to support reproductive hormones such as LH and FSH, which signal your ovaries to produce estrogen and progesterone. When your body senses a caloric deficit, it shifts into survival mode and can suppress these hormones. And that leads to irregular periods or complete loss of menstruation, which is called hypothalamic amenorrhea, reduced ovulation, missed ovulation, or potential difficulty conceiving, like short luteal phases, too long follicular phases, or other hormonal problems. This isn't just a temporary problem. Long-term hormone suppression can make it harder to get pregnant even after recovery. It can lead also to hypertrophy of the uterus. So taking charge of your health right now can also allow you to improve your fertility in the short and long term. So if your period is irregular or missing, tracking cycles and seeking support early is absolutely crucial. Undereating, though, doesn't just affect hormones, it also directly impacts your bones. Low energy and reduced estrogen levels can cause bone loss and increase fracture risk. But here is something that many people don't realize. Osteocalcin, a protein produced by your bones, is connected to more than just bone density. Osteocalcin supports brain renewal and cognitive function. It helps regulate insulin in the pancreas and improve glucose uptake in the muscle, which is absolutely crucial for energy and training performance, but also for overall well-being. So when your bone health suffer, it can also affect your brain function, energy regulation, and metabolism. Essentially, chronically undereating sets off a cascade that impacts your whole body, not just your bones. So make sure that you focus on nutrition that support both bone and hormonal health, including sufficient calories, protein, calcium, vitamin D, and all the micronutrients. And my team can help you design a recovery plan that protects bones while restoring your overall health, just in case that you don't know how to do it alone, or simply because you want some support and accountability and you just don't want to have to do it alone. Undereating also interferes with your sleep. Low calorie intake can reduce serotonin and melatonin production, leaving you with trouble falling asleep, frequent night waking, or non-restorative sleep. So without proper sleep, the hormone recovery slows down, the appetite regulations worsen. In some women, they experience more hunger the next day because ghrelin increases during the day, and leptin gets suppressed, but other women, they actually feel the opposite they're on the opposite side of the spectrum, and the appetite completely shuts down. It can also lead to mood and cognitive function decline. So, sleep and energy intake are directly linked, which is why recovery isn't just about calories, it's about restoring your body's natural rhythm and its circadian rhythm. And you might think you're still performing well at work or in the gym, but chronic undereating inevitably decreases both physical and mental performance. At work, you might start feeling foggy, irritable, or just unmotivated. That kind of feeling of being in a burnout when you're not realistically burnt out, you're just very deprived. And also in training, your strength, endurance, and recovery decline, increase the risk of injuries, and it gets really, really hard to build muscle. So, this is your body telling you it doesn't have enough fuel to sustain your activity, no matter how much you discipline think that is important to you. So proper nutrition improves performance dramatically at work and at play, and even small increases in calories, especially around workouts, can enhance strength, focus, and recovery. I haven't even talked about libido and sex drive at this point, but that's also something that gets impacted when you have not enough energy to give away. So, not having irregular periods and chronic undereating can really impact your feminine energy. So, making sure that you take care of that is also incredibly important. Something else that is affected by undereating is also your mental health. Low energy availability can cause increased anxiety, irritability, and mood swings, feelings of depression and hopelessness. And this happens because your body reduces productions of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which are critical for mood regulation. Chronic restriction can also fuel obsessive thoughts around food, exercise, and body image. So, if you're struggling with anxiety or negative food thoughts, know that support is always available. And working with a team that understands this connection can make a huge difference. And let me also mention that not eating enough can disrupt the metabolism overall. In fact, low energy availability does impact thyroid function, so T3 levels drop and slow down metabolism. It impacts insulin sensitivity, leading to irregular blood sugar levels, cortisol level, chronic stress really increase cortisol production, and this means your body becomes less efficient at using glucose for energy, making you more fatigued and less resilient to stress. Other risks of chronic undereating can also include immune dysfunction, which means that you're gonna get ill more frequently or sick more frequently, or simply you're gonna catch a cold like everyone else does, but it takes you weeks to get over the cold. Gastrointestinal issues such as bloating, constipations, or gut dysbiosis, cardiovascular problems such as low or high blood pressure and irregular heart rate. And that's actually something that I would like to underline, because some women that presents with hypothalamic amenorrhea, they go to the doctor and they soon find out that they have high blood pressure and high cholesterol. It does not mean that they have to start taking medications to lower down the cholesterol and lower down the blood pressure. It simply means that they have to restore the energy in the body, get the period back, and get all the help that they need from estrogen. Also, not eating enough can lead to premature aging of skin and hair. And who likes that? So, even if you feel fine now, these changes really compound over time, which is why early intervention is so important. So, what can you do if you realize that you have been undereating? Here are some practical steps. First of all, track your energy intake and listen to your body for a couple of days. Do not ignore your hunger cues. Just see where your starting point is at with no pressure. Secondly, prioritize nutrient dense foods. Protein, healthy fats, carbohydrates, they are all essentials. And on top of that, also the macronutrients. Step number 3, incorporate rest and recovery. It's your full time job to replenish your body. You need downtime to recharge and repair. And last but not least, make sure that you seek support. Working with a nutrition professional or a coach can make the process safer and more effective. It can shortcut the length of it, and plus, it's going to keep you accountable. So, there is absolutely no downside in finding support. And remember that restoring your health isn't about restriction. It's about giving your body the fuel it needs to function optimally. And if you want personalized guidance, my team and I specialize in helping women recover from chronic undereating, restore their hormones, improve sleep, rebuild performance, and feel confident in their body again. So click the link in the descriptions to work with us and start your recovery journey today. Or if you're unsure, you can keep on watching my video. And this next one is about how to know if you're eating enough. Thank you so much for being with me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.